Hey everybody, it is a cold winter day here and I am irritated. And not just because it's cold this time. So here I am driving around for a very long time and I keep flicking my turn signal indicator specifically to the right. And then when I go to turn to the right, or maybe even when I'm just sitting at a stoplight, or maybe I'm just still going straight, I guess, I don't know. That stupid little turn indicator would just go boop and it'll turn off. I'm not driving a BMW, I have plenty of blinker fluid saved up and I want my blinker to work without having to hold it up with one of my fingers, because that's just annoying. So I've gone and got myself one of these nightlight turn signal switches. It's supposed to work just like the original, and it looks like it does. I mean, you know, according to the pictures and stuff. Let me go ahead and open this thing up and see what's inside. These might be instructions, so I don't need those. The turn signal indicator with protective plastic baggie and fishnet. Ooh, how nice. And then of course there's the item itself. Yeah, I gotta set this thing down so I can actually make sure this thing works. It rollies, it clickies. The fog lights turn on and off. That's always very important. I don't want to sound stupid here, but it took me forever to figure out on my first Jeep that to turn on the fog lights, you just pull this out. Yep, that's the thing. Pretty sure it's got a connection there. There should be one more. Oh, yep, there's the other one right there. And it clickies back and forth. Nice, firm clicking too. So let's go ahead and see what this thing takes to get put in. Go ahead and slide the seat back so I got lots of room here. And of course, put the steering wheel up as far as I can. It would be nice if these things came out too. And right up under here, let's see here. First thing I'm gonna need is that a hex or a Torx? I don't know. There's something right there. Let me see what it takes to get that thing out. I'm gonna go with the bit driver and a Warrior tool bit set from Harbor Frigate. Because when price matters and quality doesn't, Frigate, Harbor Frigate. And let's go randomly with, go 20. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Ooh, that is shocking. I got it the first time. Now hopefully I can set you right there and you can still kind of see what I'm doing here. Which is going to be pretty boring because I'm taking out a screw. That's not very exciting. See, it's out. Not exciting. Now let's do it like they do on the movies and just rip this thing down and hot wire it or something. Now I think you got to pull this thing down just a little bit and pinch this thing like a what's that flower called? That you squeeze it and it opens and stuff. You maybe know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. There's a flower. You pinch it and it makes like a mouth. But yeah, just pinch like that. You can see I've already got this one side up. Pinch this other side. Come on. Hang on a second. Is there two more screws in here? Something tells me there's two more screws. Like 2 Phillips head screws, I thought. I don't know. Maybe I'll just rip the whole thing apart and we'll figure it out. Did I tell you it's cold? It's winter. I don't like winter. It's cold. I don't like being cold. Hang on, let me take my hat off. Old man eyes. See if I can poke in here. What is holding us up here today? Ah, see? I told you there was more screws. Found 2 screws out. 2 Phillips head screws. All right, go ahead and switch my bits here. See, I had my distance vision on, not my close-up vision. There's right here in front some little screws. That's. Let me get a different screwdriver. All right, let's try this again. I had to get the different hat on. Yeah, so it looks like whoever had this thing before decided to put a drywall screw. Oh, this is gonna be fun. In this one side. Oh man, whoever had this poor Jeep before me, they have thoroughly tried to destroy this thing, I think. Let me get these 2 screws out if I can. Otherwise, I'm just gonna rip the whole thing apart and, you know, it's a steering column. Yeah, it's not that difficult to replace, I guess. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they use a Torx head on this too. Like it's a deck screw or something. Who puts a deck screw in the bottom of a steering column? Ah, deep breaths, deep breaths. How do I get a Torx screw? I don't have, because this thing doesn't want to fit up in there. Why would somebody do that? Yeah, because this isn't even trying to turn. All right, how do I get this thing out? I'll be right back. All right, I'm not sure if you can see what I'm really looking at here or not. There's a screw. Where is it at? Can you even see this? Yeah, there's a screw right here. You might be able to see that kind of sort of. But what they've done is they've taken some sort of a deck screw and screwed it up in here as hard as it would go, and then just left it, even though it wasn't, actually doing anything. So I'm gonna try and figure out how to get this thing out, and I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. Morons! I sometimes wish I could find the person who had this Jeep before me. Drag them out in the street. That fits. Yep, that's coming. That's coming out. Oh, here it comes. It's a freaking deck screw with a Torx head. Okay, I'm gonna see what it takes to replace this, see if I can find a replacement, because that is not gonna fly. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this thing out. Super easy, and yeah, and this should be able to pull it down, maybe. All right, how does it take to get this thing out? Let's just yank this off and pull this thing, wiggle this thing. There it goes. That's all it takes. There's no way that somebody thought that X screw was really going to fit up in here, did they? How far up in there does it go? So it looks like that thing is going up in there almost all the way. And then this thing, yeah, that thing's going to be, they would have shoved this thing straight out of here. It would have just been poking right up out of there. What an idiot. Anyway, I'll see what I can do to get the right screw into there or make it look a little bit better. Okay, but hey, it's a good thing that I did bring this because let me bring you around here. There's just a couple more screws. The first one is right here. Go ahead and get that pulled out. I'm trying to think if there's another one. It may just be this one screw holding this whole operation in here. I meant to do that. I really hope I didn't lose that screw. That one goes on the underside. I didn't hear another screw. Oh, there it is. There's whew, little tiny screw there. And this should just pull right on out. And yeah, let's see what I can do to unplug this guy right up here. That should just pop out, pop out. So difficult sometimes to film videos with one hand or film videos with one hand and work with the other one. There we go. There's a little clippy thing right there on top. You got to push that down. Then it pulls right out. Don't just go yanking on it. That's what I do. I just yank stuff out. And of course, this one has a little pushy tab right up here, and it should just fall right out. Yeah, see? Yeah, there's like some greasy stuff in there. So yeah, you can see that anytime I was trying to turn right, I'd have to like push and hold it in order for my blinker to keep blinking. It don't stay. Left stays most of the time, not always. You can definitely feel there's like a little click there, but it doesn't take much to pop it right back up. But right, nope, that just ain't right. Especially compared to the new one, that has a very, very firm clicky thing to it. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing in. And it's going to be just like the reverse of that. So I'm first going to pluggy this thing into here. I'm sure I can do this one-handed because I'm talented that way. There we go. Lift that thing up there, shove this thing in here. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Does anybody else watch Yo Gabba Gabba? Plug this guy back in up here at the top. Right. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to use two hands for this. Just trust me, I'm plugging this into the top. Find my one drop screw down here. Set that guy back up in there. And yeah, it's just like a reverse of what we just did. The only difference is I'm gonna have to figure out how to better put that center console back on here before I, get this whole thing done. But if nothing else, there we go. It clickies, it flickies, and it turns itself off there. Yep, and there. Yeah, see, should work just fine. Go ahead and feed this thing back up into here. I got a bunch of stuff here. Does anybody know what this box is down here? Do you know what this box is? Drop something down in the comments. I don't know. It's a box with some wires connected to it. I don't know what this thing is. It says Fortin Evo All CAN bus interface module. So that's probably something important. But yeah, it's just annoying that it like flops around in here. I don't want to just go ripping it off because I don't know what it does. What does that thing do? Put this back up underneath. Set this purdy piece right back here on top. Snappy these back together. Which they only kind of snappy because somebody wanted to go all stupid on this thing. Got half the snappies ripped out, and the other half just don't want to go. Yeah, it's good enough. Good enough for who it's for. And go ahead and put the screw back here in the bottom. Just keep turning, just keep turning, just keep turning. I don't know, this thing might be stripped out. Oh, okay, there it is. All right, I found these other screws. They're plastic screws. They are Torx head, but I'm not sure how they're going to do in the length category. Oh, I got it to catch. I'm just going to put it in a couple threads. Call that good because, it doesn't wiggle. That's all that matters. So it's probably gripping this like a couple threads, but that's fine. A couple threads is all it needed. Get this one to just catch a couple threads. Yep, there we go. That's fine. And I actually think, wow, that is remarkably even tighter than it was in there before. That's surprising. Since when do I fix something that'd be better than it was before? I usually break stuff. All right, let's go for a little cruise and make sure the wheel turns and does what it's supposed to be doing. Other than that, I'd say that if your Jeep hasn't been severely molested like mine has, this should be a very easy swap. Like, if you can take out a couple screws and unplug a couple things, totally doable. You still have to figure out what this Fortin Evo thing is. You know what that is. Oh, it's not good to put this back up. Even though I'm the only one that sees it, I still want it to be a little purdy sometimes. That should be good. All right, go spin around, see what this looks like. I have no idea if the audio is recording correctly or not. I just hope that you can hear me okay. One of those days when I Clouds almost look like it would snow. Alright, we got a blinker to the right. And it turned on and off correctly. Hey, that's a step in the right direction. Make sure the headlights turn on. Looked like they turned on. I don't know, it's still daylight. It's kind of hard to tell. I saw the reflection of the sign. I have no idea if the fog lights are turning on or off. Well, I mean, the light on the dash is saying on and off, so yeah, it's probably working. Go ahead and turn left right here. Watch all the ducks aren't secured rolling around. And it turned off. Hey, I'd say that works. Well, thanks for watching the video. That's the paradigm for today. May not be the right one, but that is the channel. If you had fun, were entertained, or learned something maybe, I don't know how, go ahead and like, subscribe, chat down below, read the description, click on the links below, share the video with your friends and enemies or frenemies. And seriously though, when it does come to liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing the video, all that stuff really does help out a small channel like this. Of course, if you need any more bad examples in your life, like how to make your blinker work, go ahead and check out the channel page. There's all kinds of bad examples of how not to do things in there. Special thanks to all my subscribers, and if anybody wants to support this channel in any way, go ahead and click on the description down below. There's some links down there, there's Amazon pages and stuff. You don't even have to buy the stuff that's down there. Just click on those links, buy whatever it is you were going to probably buy anyway. Because let's be honest, you're going to buy stuff on Amazon anyway. Click one of those links, make your purchase as it is, and I get a small percentage of that. It doesn't cost you anything at all. Like the subscribe sign here. I got this on Amazon. You should do that. One more time just to make sure that it still works. Blinky, blinky, blinky. I hear the little clicky. And it turns off. I need to do something about this. I gotta work on my steering wheel a little bit. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Or that. I don't think you're supposed to be able to go straight, wiggle the wheel this much. And you shouldn't have to have this much input. Just turn a little bit. So tune in for that video. I'm gonna do something with this steering eventually. If you got wiggly steering or steering that kind of does this, like, you know, it doesn't really do much, you gotta turn a lot. That right there is worth the subscription, because I don't even know how that video is gonna go, but it's gonna be crazy. Guaranteed to break something else, I am sure.